What up, YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it so much. Today I have for you a collab video series that I'm doing with two of my very good friends here on YouTube. Nona, her channel is #MySoCalledLife, and CourtneyKH. And they decided, and they invited me into this collab that we would do a video series called Do I Still Love It? Which means we're returning back to some products that we used to love that were holy grails, something way back in the day. And I actually went back and did some research, looked on some of my older videos to see what I was using right at the beginning of my YouTube journey, and started to pull some of those out. I'm going to use them today and see if I still love them. So I'm getting ready for church as per usual. You guys are used to me. I'm always filming right before I'm leaving for church. So I'm going to tell you what I'm using, but most of the application process is going to be fast forwarded through for the sake of saving time for me and making a shorter video for you. But thank you so much to Nona and Courtney for collabing with me. Of course, I will link them above and below, and you need to go check them out, please. But we're going to do this kind of sporadically here and there. We're not doing it on the same day. Whenever we do a Do I Still Love It video or Do We Still Love It video, then we are going to just post it. And so there will be some on their channels. They already have two up. I'll link those videos as well down below. And so yeah, that's the premise behind this. So on occasion you'll see these videos from the three of us. I hope that made sense. But anyway, if you want to see all these products that I used to love and see if I still love them and see what I come up with using them after all this time, then please keep watching. I will say that I am going to add some things in that I always use every day no matter what, like professional. Just saying. Okay, for primer I'm going to use Stila One Step Corrector, skin tone corrector, and brightening serum. And this is also a very good primer, and I've used this over and over. I have repurchased this like 40 times. Exaggeration. I've repurchased this at least 5 times. I'm going to use this, like, it's been so long I don't remember the effect that it gave. I really don't. So let's see if I still love it. For foundation, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and hope that the shade matches. I've got soft beige. And I know I used to love this. I think I remember that it smelled kind of like paint. Yes, this is the one. It smells like paint. Maybe that's the reason that I stopped using it. But I remember liking it. So I want to see if I still love this. So let me get on with the application. I'll probably show you just a tidbit, and then I'll zoom through, and I already explained all this. Moving forward. Okay guys, this kind of pilled up, but it may be the professional's fault. I don't remember it doing that before, but I think my skin looks nice and even. This does have a yucky smell, but it chilled out. It chilled out. I'm not going to be able to say if I like it or not until I set it. But I think the color's okay. It's hard for me to tell in the viewfinder, but I'll fix it with bronzer if not. But anyways, the smell of it, like once you get it on your face, the smell doesn't stay. So I do like the finish. It's very matte, and I built it up pretty easily, so we'll see how it goes. So far, I guess I still love these. It's hard for me to make a definitive do I still love this until I wear it for the day. Maybe I should do a check-in. We'll see if I actually remember to do that. Okay, I may regret this, but I'm going way back in the day for concealer. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser in the brightening shade. It's got one of these funky little twist up. I don't know if it even still works. It looks like there's some in there. We're gonna give it a try. I just remember this being very brightening and very thin, but still covering very well. But it is very peachy, so I'm sure the reason that I liked it is because it had maybe some darkness, masking capabilities. It feels really dry. I hope I'm going to be able to get this out of here. Truth is, I probably need to throw this away. If I don't think it's going to cover good enough, well, here it comes. Now it's coming out. Now it's going to be like saturating this thing. I don't even know how much to put on here, but it looks so pink. We will see. I'm going to go ahead and use my little mini beauty blender to blend it out. Okay, that looks super crazy, very bright, very dry, very weird. And I feel like I need to go over with my foundation thing just to chill it out a little bit. So, you know, I'm not going to do this to the... So I'm thinking I don't still love this. And because I don't still love this, I'm going to fix it with some Shape Tape. It looks crazy business right now. So, and there's like a dark line right there. So I'm going to use my light medium honey. I'm going to have a super bright under eye, apparently. To me, it looks like, hello. I'm trying to chill it out a little bit with this sponge. All right, moving forward, setting. The only thing I've ever used is Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I still love it. The only other powder that I ever used to set my under eye was the Fit Me powder. So I'm going to try that and see what I think now. Man, I look like a ghost. And I don't want to hear it, Marlo and Lou and Jasmine and Jen Gerard, about my powder. I don't want to hear it. Actually, I look a lot whiter in the viewfinder than I do in person, so that's a relief. That's a relief. All right, bronzer. All right, the thing that I pulled out that I haven't used in a long time that I used to absolutely love is the Pretty Vulgar Bronzer in Bronzed Bee. Bronze Mannequin. Whew, this looks really dark. So I think what I'm going to do is use this to contour and then maybe go over it with my butter bronzer just to chill it out a bit, because this looks, yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, so Fit Me powder, I just decided to use it all over my face, and I think it's working. I mean, it's working. Bronzer, it was super dark, so I went through and kind of chilled it out, but I do really still like it. It's probably a better color for when I'm not so fair, but I tried to chill it out a bit. I think it's okay. So blush and highlighter. Okay, for blush, I'm going to pull out an old Tarte blush called Dazzled. It is a super pretty, kind of mauve-y, rosy color. Really pretty. And for highlighter, oh, I used to love this so much. Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. You can tell that it's loved. So that's what I'm going to use. Pretty. Yes, still love it. I love Tarte blushes because they just go on so well, but they also don't disappear. There are so many blushes that by the end of the day they're gone, but not Tarte blushes. But man, it's been a long time since I've used one. Okay, Gilded Honey. I loved this so much, and honestly, I can't even remember what it looks like on the skin. So I don't know if I need to go, it's a baked product, so I don't know if I need to go heavy or light. Oh. when a highlighter makes you say, that means you still love it. Oh man. I am a sucker for a light champagne gold highlight. I am a sucker. I probably have 800 of them. But they all have just a little bit of a different tone, a different undertone, a different finish, you know. Some of them might have a little bit of glitter, but this one is so smooth. And I remember loving this because it doesn't accentuate texture at all. Yes, indeed. I love it with my whole heart. With my whole heart. I still feel like I look like a ghost, but once I get my eyes done, it'll be better. Okay, eyeshadow primer. My very, very first eyeshadow primer that I ever used was Urban Decay Primer Potion. And hopefully this won't come out of the gate being all watery and weird, because I haven't opened this in a long time. You know how, or dried out. You know how eyeshadow primers can be. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And I know that, I mean, I'm almost positive that I'm not gonna like this as much as I did, as much as I do my paint pots, because they cancel out all this discoloration or darkness, I guess is a better way to say it, on my eyelid. But it's nice and sticky, even though I'm going to set it. But, you know, this was like the only thing that was out when I first started YouTube. This is the only primer. Now there's 572 different kinds you can get. But this one is, it was the first time I ever used a primer. So, like, for me, the fact that my eyeshadow went on so well and the fact that it stayed was like a miracle. Just the fact that it did that. Just the fact that it did that. So, I mean, it was spectacular to me regardless. So I'm going to set this with Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. I pulled this out recently after it went on a hiatus for about 2 years, and yes, I still love it. It's just the perfect color to set a primer, and I mean, it is giving me some color cancellation, color correction on my eyelid, even though the primer didn't do a lot. So there's that. Okay, so I am conflicted. I do not know what to do with my eyebrows because I don't even own anything that I used to use a long time ago. I got, you know, Anastasia Brow Wiz and NYX Micro Brow and Precisely My Brow, and those are all ones that I have continued to use all along this way. So I know I still love them. So I don't really have a product from back in the day. I don't know. I'm going to go look in my drawer and just make sure that I'm not lying to you right now. Okay, I lied. Apparently I have a lot of old ones that I used to use, and I don't know if I like them or not. I've got a Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Auburn. I've got a MAC Lingering Eyebrows, and I guess the color is Lingering. I've got an IT Cosmetics Brow Power, and I've got a ColourPop in Redhead. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to do a combination of all of these and see how it turns out. It might be crazy. But you know what? Sometimes when you do experiments, sometimes it turns out like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this was so good and I have been neglecting this for so long. Yeah, I'm going to start off with this MAC one and see what the color is. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Color is good, actually. The pencil is a little bit, it's like not as small as the microbrow, and I think maybe that's why I just, you know, tried that and just never left it. But this isn't a bad color. It's a nice consistency. It's creamy, and it's not tuggy on my skin when I'm trying to get it on. It is pretty creamy. Obviously, I'm gonna have to set it with some powder, which I always do anyway. But that's a pretty good color. It's kind of, you know, more of a creamy. It's a little bit more on the creamy side than the waxy, which is maybe why I let it go, because I prefer a little bit waxier. This is reminding me of the ColourPop, because the ColourPop is so creamy that I mean, it's even creamier than this one. You can use an entire pencil up in a couple weeks because so much product comes off on your brows. I like that. Wow. Why have I treated you so badly? I'm gonna go in with this auburn one and just add a little bit of this, maybe a little warmth, because this is very taupey, and that might be why. And this is very red. I may look like an absolute train wreck trying to combine these like this. I think the powders are gonna help kind of even everything out. All right, back in the day, and it was a Sunday, I had this Allure Vegas Nay Brow and Shadow Pro palette, and I've used it for eyebrow powders many times, so I'm gonna use it today. There's a brush in here, an angled brush, so I'm gonna use that. I'm just going to mix up these colors. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to start with Cappuccino. Okay, this brush is flimsy. Getting mine. Don't like the brush. I'm going to go in with the roasted coffee. That wasn't dark enough and it didn't have any warmth. Yeah, that's better. You know, this series would be good for decluttering. Because, like, if you hate it, why is it still in your drawer? Unless you have a reason. Sometimes, as beauty YouTubers, we keep things as a form of reference. Like, we want to refer back to it whenever we're showing a different product. Like, this reminds me of this one, or, you know, this is the very first one I ever bought, or something like that. And that's why that we keep them. I'm sentimentally attached to some of my makeup, which is stupid. But these are nice powders, though. They really are. And I think my eyebrows look absolutely whack-a-doodle. But I'm gonna roll with the homies. And at least, you know, some wonky eyebrows are probably a little bit better than some no eyebrows, right? I really do like these powders, though. This is really a nice palette. I don't love the brush that came with it, but I just moved among those like 4 colors right there, and I think it evened out my brows really nicely. So I'm gonna put that in my drawer. I'm gonna go ahead and brush through these. I pulled out this Brow Gal setting gel. I know at one time I really liked it, but it's been so long I just don't remember. So that's what I'm going to set with. This is the Brow Gal in brown hair shade, so that ought to work for me. Oh, it's a nice little tiny brush. It's a teeny tiny baby brush. Huh. Yeah. It's pretty nice, actually. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have super wonky eyebrows today, though. I don't know. We'll see. Usually when I start putting everything else on, it comes together. But I am taking so much time talking about and thinking about these brows that I better get on the move. I'm gonna make myself late for church. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, I've got something called Cashew Chew. Yes, yes, I'm going to go in with, actually I'm not. I'm going to go in with Almond Truffle right there. It's kind of a pinky for a transition shade. I'm going to go around the outside of that with Cashew Chew just to really blend that out. I'm also going to take a smaller fluffy brush and go under my lower lash line. This is a liner smudge by Eco Tools. I'm going to go into those two colors that I just did, Almond Truffle and Cashew Chew. I'm going to go with both of those under my lower lash line. I'm going to use a different brush. I need a fluffier. Let's try this one. This is a Luxie brush of some kind. I feel like I have to build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up. I am so spoiled on very pigmented shadows that when I go back to some that I used to think were pigmented, they just aren't as much as I remember them being. I'm going to go into Mocha to deepen it out. I'm kind of doing a halo eye type pattern here, and I'm using the James Charles Morphe M456. It is such an incredible brush, and I'm so excited to have it. It's perfect for my eye shape. Probably blocking my face. I'm so weird about the mirrors these days. For some reason, I'm just having trouble with the magnified mirror. Like, I can see up close, but I have to look from far away to see what it actually looks like. Anyway, I'm too extra for my own good. I'm going to go under my eye with this. And just kind of smoke that out a little bit. Okay, one more time with the same brush, the M456. I'm going to go into this dark shade Malted. I'm just going to leave that on the very outer corner and the very inner corner. And then go back in with almond truffle, or the almond truffle brush, and blend that out. Okay, I am so running out of time, so I can't do anything more elaborate here. So I'm going to stop with that. I'm going to go into satin sheets right here and put that in the middle of my lid. It's a kind of a champagne shimmer. It's pretty. Wow, I really do like this palette. It's been a long time, but the colors are definitely Sherri colors, and definitely everyday Sherri colors. Oops. Hit my brow bone area. Yeah, that's pretty. Yes. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Let's see. Eyeliner and mascara and all those. I saw this in my drawer the other day, and I have no idea if I like it, still like it. I know I liked it at one time. It's the Revolution. It doesn't even have a name on it. It's an eyeliner. We're going to give it a shot for that. For mascara, let's see. How about Roller Lash? I haven't taken out Roller Lash in the longest. And for my lower lashes, Lash Accelerator. I haven't used that in forever. And how about this Ultimate Brow Highlighter for my inner rim. I'm making lots of noise here, sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna go off camera and do that. I also got some PR. So I'm gonna try some new lashes and some new lash glue. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's on when I come back. Okay, I decided not to do lashes because I am running out of time. So I picked out an old lip combination that, oh, I used to love it so much. And the lip liner is Rimmel East End Snobs Rimmel Exaggerate, and the lippy and just the formula in general is Bare Minerals Gin Nude, and it's been a long time since I've used these. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and this is the final look on the eyes. Pretty simple little halo eye. This feels really little because I got so used to using those Buxom Plumpline lip liners. The shade of this is Slay, if I didn't say so. Nice. That feels nice. I'm going to try to go around it a little bit. I am in a hurry. I need to not be a perfectionist right now. Kind of want to ombre. All right, I'm going to stop there. Setting spray. I think the oldest one that I have is this that's not it. NYX Matte Finishing Spray. We'll go with that. I have not used that in a long time. I don't remember. I'm guessing this is what this series is going to do, is help us remember. Obviously we like them, and I may have the premise a little bit wonky, but you know how you know me by now. Okay, as for the mascara, I did really like the Roller Lash. It had been so long since I used it. It used to be my holy grail. I love it because it lengthens and separates. I also brought in Better Than Sex by Too Faced because I used to combine those all the time. And I do like that combination. The lower lash line, like I am, you know, I missed my Giga Black Lash by MAC when I was doing this. And this this lash accelerator used to be all I ever used. And it looks okay, but it's funny how you just like get stuck on the ones that you really like. Love the Lippy. Hated the Revolution liner. It was hoppy, skippy, jumpy. It still looks hoppy, skippy, jumpy. And you know I don't like that. So it is what it is. I'm going to go get dressed and then I'll be back to say goodbye. Oh, before I go, I do think I need to do a check-in to talk to you about the foundation later. I hope I remember to do that. If I don't, forgive me. Okay, folks. Finished look. Overall, I think I rediscovered some things that I really do still love. The Gilded Honey highlighter, the Bonbons palette. I really like this. I never touch it. We'll see about the foundation and blush and all those things. I didn't really love the eyebrow pencils. I didn't like the way that the Stila stuff kind of pilled up, but I think that was a user error. But anyways, when I come back later for the check-in, I'll do more of a recap because, like I said, late as per usual. All right, here we go. Glamour shots. Okay, I gotta quit being silly and get out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And go check out Nona, go check out Courtney, and be on the lookout for these series videos here and there and everywhere whenever they emerge. Make sure and go check them out because it is fun to kind of shop your stash and go back through all your old loves and see if you still love them. See if they're still groovy. Okay, off I go. Until next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
Nope. What up? I'm back from church and I said that I would actually do a check-in and I remembered. Let me take a look at my face. You know what, guys? The e.l.f. foundation actually did pretty good. The only problem that I have is right here. I have some settling in my smile lines, but it looks like when I did that it kind of took care of it. So I really kind of like the way it looks and it's held up pretty well. The color turned out to be okay. It oxidized a little bit. So there's your check-in. What? Sherri remembered to do a check-in. And the eyebrows, okay. The eyeshadow, I'm a little underwhelmed by what I came up with the eyeshadow. It just isn't as pigmented as I'm used to now. Like at the time that I started buying palettes, and those are some of the first palettes I bought, they were spectacular, right? But now, you know, underwhelming. But still pretty enough to go to church, and it was alright. I'm looking at my viewfinder so I could look at myself. But the eyeliner, choppy and weird, and it didn't smear or anything like that. It stayed in place. But it wasn't easy to put on, so I don't think I love that anymore. Now that I got the IT Cosmetics Superhero Liner, like, I'm so spoiled. It makes me not want to go back to any of the stuff that I used before. So it's not necessarily a bad product. It's just doesn't work as well as the one that I use every day. So there you have it. Mwah.